Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and I'd like to welcome you back to ThrowBack Friday. And today we are on to issue number 51. Crikey. Now these videos are from the first week of April 2021. So on today's episode we have a whips, bits and chat. A video for creators, although this isn't a bad one to have a quick nose at as well, even if you're not a creator. It's only short, sharp and sweet. And also a book review. Now all of these videos will be linked in the I button above, but I've cut into them, taken out the stuff that doesn't really apply anymore. So let's go and see what's left. So the first video out today is of course that video for creators. It's really short, sharp and sweet. We're talking under 2 minutes. So let's pop over and I'll see you in a few seconds for some additional information. Hi crazy creators, just a quick one because I can't be bothered to type, I'm too exhausted. Have you checked out the channel dashboard lately? There's a little section on the right hand side that says, what is it? Mention channels in videos, and there's a whole write-up there on how we can now mention other channels, and they get a bit of a link to and a suggestion just by sticking the @ symbol in front of their name if we use it on the, especially in the description box, or if we put it on the main title. Say we're doing a collab with somebody, we can stick the @ sign and it pulls them onto that other creator's channel. Hope that makes sense because it sort of did before I pressed record. Loves you all, bye. Okay, so a little add-on to the @ symbol. It basically gives you a notification that you have been mentioned within somebody else's video. So it's brilliant if you like me and mention lots of other channels during lives or on your videos. It's a nice idea to put that in so that that person is then notified and they come over and have a nose and see what you've been saying. And for my crazies that don't have a channel, if you click on that highlighted name within the description box, it takes you directly over to the channel as well. So it's a win-win for everybody. Also, a new thing that's just come back, it wasn't new, I mean, it was something that they got rid of, is that when you're on a live on certain devices, you are now able to click on other commenters' names, and that will take you through to their page, so you can friend them a lot quicker than having to sit there and type or waiting for someone to drop a link. How cool is that? Back to the old ways. Yay. Right, so now for the next video. It is a whips, bits and chat number 51. Right, so what have I been up to this week? As I've sort of said already, I've completed all 4 videos for this one, uploaded those, and there is also another 4 book videos. And so that's been daytime really sorted out, and then in the evening, oh sorry about that, that was the video finishing rendering for the sale video. So that's now up as well, or at least it will be once it's finished uploading, which I've got it doing now. But anyway, getting back to today's video. Where was I? So in the evenings I've been creating the poppies, and I started them when I go on the school run, and then I carry on throughout the evening. I got a bit carried away just making poppy fronts and forgot to put them all together, so I'm going to end up having to do the poppy count at the end of the video, with the actual number that have been completed, because I've got a nice little box of incompletes sitting downstairs at the moment. They're just not complete, and I'm not going to declare them until they are complete. Right, and then I also finally got to see a friend of mine, my girl Kim, and she's in the process of sorting out her place and moving, downsizing, and bless her, she's got to find room for her yarn. Her yarn takes up a room at least, but she's working on it, So what she was doing was she put up a message on Facebook Marketplace and saying that she had some books that she wanted to offload. So I've given her a nudge and I've gone, wait woman, ask me first, don't bother putting listings up, just come to me, and if I've got it I'll say. So she'd said, right, okay, I will drop the books around for you. So she did, and we were really lucky because restrictions have started lifting, and the only people, she's only got 2 people in her bubble, and I've only got one, like my family. I haven't really got an extended bubble apart from Liam's bestie, and I'd taken my home COVID test, so I knew I was clear. And she's also had her home COVID test within like 24 hours, so she was fine. So we sat outside in the garden, had a cup of coffee and a catch up. It was really, really nice. Okay, we shouted so the entire neighbourhood could hear us because we're keeping a decent distance. But she brought me round the bag of books. Now, some of these, I've just got them here. Let's grab the first lot. Right. Some of these are simply crochet, and so I've gone through them, and of course if any of you have actually kept track of how many magazines I've bought over the time from Facebook and stuff like that, you'll know that I've got quite a nice collection of the simply crochet. So here's the books I was after. This set is very heavy. There is 39. Oh, sorry, let's try and get them in shot a bit. It's 1 to 39, and the set are called the Big and Little Crochet Creative Crochet Projects. And so each of these little books holds 8 patterns, and they're all really nicely separated. So it'll be, one is number 2 is Home and House. I was reading number 1, so I've put it down somewhere. So you've got like Home and House, and Puffs and Bobbles, Back to School, Seasides, Summertime Wardrobes. Basically there's loads. I've just spotted the Aragorumi. Oh, I'll be having a nose at that in a second. Yeah, so that's another 39 books to go through. Do you fancy being nosy on these ones? Now I have had a look to see, oh, let's put them there, to see with these ones whether they can actually still be purchased, and the only sale I've actually managed to find was on eBay. I went through the links in the book to the sites, and they're not on the sites anymore. So would it be something that still interests you to have a nose through, or would it be a little bit of a waste of time me videoing them all? That's the question for you guys today to answer, really, isn't it? Please do. Right. Yeah, so that's been it really. Of course I'm now back to doing my school runs and things like that as well, so not a lot really going on in the world of me. Right, so earlier on in the week I had popped on to G the Crochet Queen's, sorry honey, it gets my tongue tied that now, your name, but anyway, our Gloria Gigi, the Crochet Queen. I popped onto one of her lives and was just joining in with everybody else, and of course as normal you get asked what you're doing, and of course as normal I was making poppies. Got to get that 1,000 done. So Gigi was like, poppies? hold on a minute. So of course, while she was trying to remember previous conversations, I've just jumped on and said about them being for the British Legion and everything else. And Gigi's like, ooh, I'm going to go and have a nose. I'm going to have a nose later. And she did. She actually had a nose and she had a go, and she made one of the poppies using the poppy pattern, which is #01. And she sent me a picture. And I'm so chuffed because I haven't seen a poppy made by somebody else for quite a long time. So here's her picture. And thank you ever so much, Gigi, the Crochet Queen, for giving me a bit of a happy feel for the week, seeing somebody else make a poppy. So please remember, everyone, I do love seeing your pictures and I do love receiving them of the items that you've used using the tutorials. And you've got 15 to choose from at the moment. Next month it will be 16. That one's a nice one, but I haven't started on that one yet. Right, so an update on the big and little crochet creative crochet projects. This stopped being published at issue number 39. Or it might have been a few more, but basically they stopped publishing it, so you can't get your hands on it now unless you're really lucky and you find it on Facebook Marketplace or another second-hand book selling place. I'm really sorry. They were quite nice little books, and there is a complete collection of them, and I will put the video and #1 link up above here, so if you do want to have a nose, you can go and click on that one, and then that'll take you through all the other 8 videos as well. If you go into that video's description box, there's a list. Okay, so have fun looking through those if you haven't had a chance to already. Right, so this morning I woke up to a message from my husband. He'd taken Liam out for an early morning walk. Now, Liam had a lovely bath on Thursday. Today's Saturday. And I receive this picture with this caption. I'll let you decide how I reacted when they got home. Look at the face on him. Smug or what? Now on to another image I saw online during the week. All I can say is, which one of you crazies has done it? Because I know I've got at least 2 farming lasses that are on the channel and watch the videos. So which one of you was it? I wonder. Here's the picture. It's so cute. And the last image up is the best idea. I remembered these from years ago and thought how gimmicky they were back then, but now I'm thinking this would be the ideal thing to pop down the pub with, because, well, I'll show you the picture and explain it in a second. How cool! You can stick the straw down and under the mask, right, and just carry on drinking the whole night away. And then all you've got to do is literally swap the cans over. Swap them over. Cans. Sweet. You get paralytic, mind, because you're drinking through a straw. But on the plus side, you haven't got to worry about holding on to your drinks. You can sit there and crochet and drink at the same time and chat to your mates. How cool. Okay, you'll be talking with your mouth full, but they're not going to be able to see it. It's behind a mask. Oh my gosh, I'd completely forgotten about that hat. I so need to get one so that when I go to my local bee stitch group, I'll have to say it like that, I can wear that and still crochet and chat. Wow, amazing. And now for the last video of today. It is a look at the crochet book review and making crochet blankets and making crochet cushions. Okay, the link of course will be up here as well. Today I am here to show off these 2 new books that I picked up from The Works, which is an online and shop in the UK. Now, the 2 books that I've picked up is Making Crochet Blankets and also Making Crochet Cushions. Right, so let's give you the rest of the details. Now with these ones, they are by Max Co, and they are retailed at $14.99 in the UK or $21.95 in America, and in Canada it's $29.95. Right, so let's first of all start with making crochet blankets. Right, so let's get started with making crochet blankets. Now this has 119 pages. Okay, so let's have a quick nose at some of the images. Oh, I can cheat. See if I can get them in shot. There we go. Right, so and that is some of the patterns there. That's a bit cheeky of me, wasn't it? And as you can see, it's beautifully illustrated. Lots and lots of patterns. Now it jumps straight in at the front with the patterns and the way that they're written up and everything. So let me have a quick nose on the back pages. No, we don't have a contents list on this one. Hold on, is there a contents list on the other one? No, that one also jumps straight into it. Oh no, help, what am I going to do? Right, okay, so let's have a quick nose through what I can show you. Okay, so with the patterns, as you can see, I'm not showing you anything. They are written up really, really well. Sorry, my head is now at my armpit level so I can read the book and read what it says. Right, so it tells you what materials you can use. I can show you this little bit. It also gives you the hook size, your pattern notes, designer notes. So with the designer notes, they tell you how to adapt the width of the blanket to different sizes and what your multiples are. They also go into the special stitches that you will need and any other stitches, as well as giving you a little chart. Oh, pants, I showed you. I'm sorry. Right, so that is pretty much it. And then of course they've got the stitch breakdown on this side as well. Okay, and next one up is this one. It is a flowers and field shawl cushion and a flower garland. It's quite a pretty make there. And again, that separates it all down for you. You have a giant granny square blanket, which is named Annie. We have an hexagon blanket, and that's in INEZ. Not attempting it today. Okay, now that also, in that one, that shows you how to do the individual motif and then shows you how to join it all together. Right, so here is the same pattern but using a different coloured yarn. Okay, it's quite nice that they're showing it to you in different yarns so you can see how it would work up possibly with your yarn. And then next one up is a hexagon shawl. It's called Ursula. I actually quite like this one. It may be one that I do personally for myself because of course I won't be able to do tutorials on any of these because they're not mine. And again, it tells you how to do it and how to join it. Then you've got a hybrid blanket and a cushion, and that is called Lottie, or Lottie, sorry. Floral and lace. Now this one's called Helen. Looks quite nice actually from a distance. Very bold and right. And then we've got a striped baby blanket. Now this has got it's all the same stitch actually. There is one in here I believe that has got loads of different stitches in. Right, this one is called Quinn and it's a sunshine blanket. There it is, a bit larger for you. This one is a corner to corner baby blanket. We'll skip past that because I've got loads of corner to corner blankets on here for babies. A geometric triangle blanket. I like the idea of this one. Might have to have a read of that in a bit more detail later. And then they have a modern hexagon throw. Now there is a pattern on YouTube, I can't quite remember where, but there is a basic hexagon pattern on YouTube. I know this because I've got about 30 hexagons sitting in a bag tote somewhere, which was one of the first attempts at making a blanket, and I got so irate with it, it went away and it's never come back out. And I've never saved the yarn for something else because I'd stupidly made it in a very expensive cotton, and that was just because I like the colour. So that sort of shows how bad I was back at the beginning. But anyway, we also have a lacy blanket. This is that blanket I was mentioning a moment ago. This is a mixed stitch blanket. It's not only mixed stitch, it's mixed stitch, and I looked at it and I'm like, whoa, some of them look like fun. Not. But to be honest, I think the blanket looks really cute, and I think that would be a really cool project to learn, just so that I learn more stitches. Because there's only so many corner to corner blankets I can do, surely. Right, so here is the sort of design at the back, that's all nicely colour coded for different items. Here we go again. We have the Winnie's Wonderland blanket here. It's a square mandala. That looks interesting. There we go, there it is, completed. Right, and then at the back, of course, we have the how do you do this, that and the other basic stitches and crochet techniques as well. There we go. So that is that book. Right, so both of these books are actually written up in American terminology. So let's scoot over and have a look at making crochet cushions. Now with this one, you have 17 cushion projects and a step-to-step techniques. Okay, now this one has got more pages in it. It has got 128 if you count the back and the front cover. So let's have a quick scoot and see what designs they have in here. Okay, so we have a cheeky round one, a corner to corner, a granny square, a couple of granny square ones actually, ginormous puffy, well that's what we call them in the UK anyway, but a footstool. I should really say the safe word, shouldn't I? Okay, so that is that page. And then coming on to the next one, you have these designs as well. Okay, so as I said a moment ago, these books are written in American terms. Right, so let's give you the name of these patterns, just on the off chance that you might be able to find them elsewhere. You have got, first up is the boho cushion. There we go, there is a large picture of that. It's triangular. It's looking quite triangular in their sectioning. Right, then we have the corner to corner cushion, which is Anarchy. And then we've got Dolly's Dotty cushion. It's quite nice as well because they give you the fitted size, especially for the cushions, because it means you can order your cushion inserts if you buy them online. Right, next up is a colourful cushion roll, and that is Lindsay. Next one up is the merry-go-round granny square cushion. Next one is the striped poof cover Otto. Oh cracky, there's quite a few pages on this one. There we go. Right, next one up is the large flower applique cushion. The geometric popcorn cushion, a granny motif cushion, pretty motif actually. The granny square cushion. We've seen quite a few of these, haven't we, on YouTube already? The vintage cushion cover. Now all of these cushions do actually come with a written pattern as well as the chart form, so if you work better with chart like I do than a written pattern, you've got both options. Right, here is the puff again. Some more of the puff. I like the puff. The puff is a very big pattern, mine, so there we go. And then we have a garden rose cushion. That's quite pretty. And it also shows you what the back will look like, which is nice to see as well. Okay, so and the next one up is the sunny citrus cushion. To be honest, that looks really cool from a distance. It does look like a cut citrus fruit, doesn't it? The flower patch cushion. That's quite sweet. That has some sort of random bobbly type stitch on it. I'm not going to tell you what because I haven't read the pattern. There we go, we have the flower petals cushion. And a pineapples and lace cushion. And then of course we're at the end of the patterns now, but they show us how to do our basic stitches. And of course we have the crochet techniques section as well. So that is it. Those are 2 books. I hope you like looking at them. Now price wise, they are recommended retail is in the US it's $21.95, in Canada it's $29.95, and in the UK it is $14.95. But if you hop over to the works, information just here, I managed to pick them up for £5 each. And of course the recommended retail in the UK is $14.99. Now I also had that 25% off coupon, so I did actually get a bit more off of my order than what you may, but keep a lookout before placing your first order, because of course they will pop that code up for the new people to come in and use. Right, so theworks.co.uk, that link still of course works, and it will be in the description box down below. They have got lots and lots of different crochet books on there, and as you'll see if you have a nose through the rest of the books, within the album that will be on the end screen, you will see the other ones that I've purchased from them, and also find out how much they were. Now remember, they always run discount codes for your first time orders, so double check and see if you can find one of those. And their prices are seem to always be reduced compared to other bookstores like WH Smith's and Waterstones. That's why I like them. Cheaper than everywhere else. Right, that is it for me for today. I'm going to head off now, so I will see you all really soon. If you can, please stay in and definitely stay safe. Ta-ra for now, everybody.